Alright, hello grade 9s. Here comes another video. Just right after linear equations 4 is linear equations 5. As you can see, it's variables on both sides, part 2, where you have variables and numbers actually on both sides of the equation. So let's do this. I think I'm going to use about 4 examples in this one, so pay close attention. You can pause, rewind if you want. That's the whole purpose of a video, I guess. So let's try to start this with something simple. How about x plus 7 equals 2x plus 3? Okay, so notice variables on both sides, numbers on both sides. That's not what we want. We want to be able to separate the variables on one side of the equation and numbers on the other. So I like having my variables on the left and having my numbers on the right. So that's how I'm going to separate them. And so because this 2x is over here, I'm going to eliminate him first. But if you do that on one side of the equation, you know you got to do that on the other. So now that gets rid of this 2x on this side, leaving me with just 3 here. But on this side, I have an x minus 2. This is 1 minus 2. That'll be negative x plus 7. Finally, I still have this number on this side, and I don't want him there. I just want to leave this with a variable on this side, so I'm going to get rid of this 7. Subtract 7 from both sides, and therefore now you have negative x here and negative 4 on this side. Now notice I cannot leave my final answer. This is not x equals negative 4. This is negative x equals negative 4. But do you notice there's an invisible negative 1 here? So you can divide both sides by negative 1 to give you a positive x and positive 4 on this side. So that's what you do when you run into an answer, a final answer with a negative x or a negative variable. Just simply divide both sides by negative 1 because there is an invisible negative 1 there. Okay, let's check this. X plus 7 equals 2x plus 3. Substitute our answer 4. Oops. 4 plus 7 on this side, and then on this side is 2 times 4 plus 3. 4 plus 7 on this side is 11, and on this side we have 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11 equals 11. So this is the correct answer. Okay, if you actually had this answer as a negative 4 and you tried it here, it shouldn't work. Don't try to fake the check part, because I do check them out. Make sure you're doing them right. Second example. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. Second example, let's try this one. 3x minus 5 equals negative 2x plus 20. Okay. Well, again, very similar to the one before. I don't like having my variables on the right, so I'm going to get rid of him first. So plus 2x. Remember, you're subtracting, you have a negative 2x here, so to get rid of a negative 2x, you just add 2x on both sides. So that'll give you 3 plus 2 here is 5x minus 5 on this side, and this side you're just left with positive 20 or 20. Okay, so now we still have this minus 5 here, so I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So now I have 5x equals 25. And finally finish it off, divide both sides by 5, and I get x equals 5. Finally doing the check. 3x minus 5 equals negative 2x plus 20. Substitute our answer into here. 3 times 5 minus 5 equals negative 2 times 5 plus 20. 3 times 5 first is 15. Minus 5 on this side. 2 times 5 here. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10 plus 20. Doing the math. 15 minus 5 is 10. And negative 10 plus 20 is 10. So we're good. Next example. You might have to do some math with some like terms. So here's your next example. 5x minus 4x equals negative x plus 6. Well, in this case, I only have variables on this side, but on this side I do have variables and numbers. So these are already like terms. Remember polynomials, when you have like terms, you can actually go ahead and do the math with them. So 5 minus 4 here is just x. Okay, and so I still have this negative x here. So how do you get rid of a negative x? You add x to both sides. X plus x here is 1 plus 1 equals 2x. Gets rid of x's on the right side, so now you're left with 6 on this side. And just divide both sides by 2. Our answer is x equals 3. Let's check this. You have to do the check. It's worth marks. Substitute our answer in here. Don't try to change this original equation, okay? I want to see that. I want to see you substituting in this original equation. So 5 times 3 minus 4 times 3 equals negative, substituting the x inside a bracket for 3. And so what is 5 times 3 here is 15. 4 times 3 here is 12. Negative 3, we'll just make that negative 3. Okay, and so we have 3 equals 3 on both sides. Last example. This page over. This is example number 4. And it's hopefully your last one. How about this one? 2y plus 6y minus 4 equals 5y plus y plus 10. Okay, now I've combined everything, every other examples that we've done. I got variables on both sides with numbers. I got variables on both sides with numbers. I got like terms here, like terms here. So I would begin with those ones first. And 2 plus 6 here is 8y. 5 plus 1 here is 6y. Okay, so now I have one of our original examples. Subtract 6y from both sides, and that'll give me 2y minus 4 over here, and that'll just give me plus 10 on this side. Almost done. So this is a minus 4, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides. Give me 2y over here and 14 on this side. And finally, we divide both sides by 2, and y is equal to 7. Last but not least is the check. Write out the original equation. Don't take any shortcuts here. I want to see you write out this original equation. Don't try to simplify it to make it look different. Just write down the original. And then do your substitution. 2 times 7 over here plus 6 times 7 over here minus 4. 5 times 7 on this side plus 7 plus 10 on this side. And see if we get an answer that is equal on both sides of the equal sign. So this is 14. This is 42 minus 4. This is 35 plus 7 plus 10. Okay, it's going to take my time. On this side, it really doesn't matter which one you do first. So if you want to, you can just subtract this 42 minus 4 first. So that'll be 14 plus 38. And this will be 37 plus 17. So on this side, we're going to get 52. And on this side, we're going to get oops, this should have been 35. My bad. And that should give us 52 on both sides. So thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, minus that little mistake in the end. And again, our meeting has been rescheduled to Thursday, this Thursday at, oh, never mind.